Hi guys, it's Mimberly and welcome back to the channel. So, we have officially completed Silas's arc. Sad tears for the Silas girlies in the comments. We're now on to prologue to tomorrow, aka Eye of the Storm. Now, I have been warned this is a Zayne arc, so this is going to be interesting because Zayne is one of those characters that I definitely want to dive more into his character. So, that's enough talking. Let's just get straight into it. Oh, it looks like we are... Oh, 2 months later. It looks like we're still in the M109 zone from the looks of this. In the dimly lit room, silhouettes lurk in the shadows. Holographic screens flicker with images of protocors being sold. Each flash is accompanied by a symbol marking their status. In the corner is a man whose pockets are heavy with poker chips. He takes out his phone and inputs an encrypted code with ease. The dark web interface on the screen splutters and then pops up a series of windows even more mysterious. Oh. Anyone know about what happened in the no-hunt zone last night? Heard the core of the Protoville got wrecked at the M109 zone. Rumors say say over 50 wanderers showed up out of thin air, almost causing a riot. Maybe an ether core attracted the wanderers? Someone trying to frame the wanderers, maybe? Don't spread rumors. Some known Protocor smugglers near the Silver Screen Hotel lead, question mark. Investigate and report back. A photo appears on the screen. Surrounded by bodyguards, a notorious Protocor merchant walks into the hotel. Oh god.
Welcome to the Silver Screen Hotel.
We work overtime for 2 months dealing with these Protocor smugglers. After that, it's vacation time.
Okay, hello, and who are you? Several hidden bugs and cameras fall as Simone deactivates them. She brushes off the dust on her hands and casually tosses a transmitter into the corner.
After Operation Ether Ordeal secretly started, this is our first mission together.
Huh.
I figured we'd have chances to work together since you are also here. But things have gotten hectic with mission after mission.
Look, I'm not doing this deliberately, okay? Simone used to be in the Unicorn's armament tech. She has the micro-modification evil. And ever since she increased my hunter's firing rate by 2-fold, we've got along well. Yeah, Lincoln's been a mess recently. I wonder when things will settle down.
At least it's nothing compared to the N109 zone.
What, Daddy?
I heard you went in all by yourself 2 months ago. You made a mess out of Ani Kindness's Protocor auction and left unscathed. You even managed to...
She lowers her voice. Her tone is half teasing, half curious.
You even managed to get your hands on a real ether core, right?
Maybe. But who told you about this? This is the first time I've heard about it. Who told you?
No one. But it does coincide with when you were away from the association and the incident in the N109 zone.
Shit.
The association launched a covert mission. Something about investigating the recent chaos in Lincoln.
Simone trails off, but I know what she's implying. This operation is for the association's best. A few probably noticed something was unusual.
Relax. This is top secret stuff. There aren't even leaks, let alone whispers.
Silas getting us in trouble.
I wouldn't mind catching a glimpse of this ether core to see what all the fuss is about, though. Anyway, the N109 zone whispers about an ether core, and suddenly the groups on the dark web go nuts.
Sounds about right.
I thought the association wouldn't bat an eye, but then Captain Jenna showed up and dragged me into the special operations team. It feels like we stumbled into something big, and that rumor being passed around becomes a truth. I always believed the ether core existed. I just never thought there was more than one. If these smugglers have the real deal, that baby's going straight into my railgun.
The elevator keeps climbing as if it's taken us to a rooftop that's directly under the space tunnel. For a second, I feel like I'm back under the N109 zone sky.
Allow me to jog your memory.
Okay, Daddy.
From your past to your future, to even all the crimes you'll inevitably commit.
I mean, you want to be my partner in crime? Because hell yeah.
After all, you and me, we're the same.
What does that mean? I need some help, Silas. Oh, god damn it. I was hoping I was going to hear more. Ah! My memories are too fragmented and unclear. Is it because of this ether core? My hand touches my chest, the warmth pulsating like another heartbeat.
Heads up, you two. We hacked the hotel's security system. You've been whitelisted and can come and go as you please.
Nice. Andrew, the captain of data analysis, is micromanaging all intel for Operation Ether Ordeal. He's communicating via earpiece.
Rendezvous in conference room 3909. It'll be showtime in 5 minutes.
Okay. A holographic 3D map of the hotel flickers to life before me, modules snapping into place. Simone winks. She's very proud of her latest gadget.
The moment you meet up with the target, Evo will be transmitted through your contact lenses device to alter his memories.
Eh?
He'll think you're the buyer he met before. You have a 30-minute window, so make it quick.
Okay. Understood. We'll grab the items to see if an Ether core is present.
Anyway, we can fight our way out if things go south. Are you doubting my new gadget or her evolve?
Both. Simone adjusts my dress as she equips a protofield disruptor that's shaped like an earring. Our reflections stare back at us in the glass. Simone looks stylish in her secondary attire while I'm wearing a simple, elegant dress. I didn't think I would be an heiress again after I returned to working as a hunter. At least my time in the M109 zone taught me how to bluff. A ding announces that we've arrived on the 39th floor. Simone and I exchange a look. Here we are. Let's do this. Ha! So we're trying to get access to an auction and another Ether core. Ha. So how do we know we're not going to absorb it like last time? Okay, people, I'm back. I've got coffee because we need it. I went back to work today and it was fucking torture. 1 hour later.
With all this fuss, I thought I'd finally see the real deal. But these were all duds.
Rip. While we didn't get an Ether core, the mission wasn't a waste of time. We have these modified protocors. The protocol smugglers are taken away and Simone and I return to the Hunters Association.
Special authorization confirmed. Good job, everyone.
Whoop whoop!
Do your weapons or gear need to be maintained or repaired? Put them on the table.
Nah, we're good.
And just between you and me, Hunters Huntin' is serving a fancy meal tonight. Don't miss out.
The little robot loudly whispers as it almost waddles to the armory with my weapon.
Simone, your gear's suffered some wear and tear lately. Over 65% of it has been damaged in the past 2 weeks. If she didn't help you control your evil, that number would have been higher. 70% at least.
Ah. Andrew is glued to his multi-screen setup. The windows flicker to life like a digital butterfly swarm.
Look, if building a powerful weapon turns out to be a mistake, you can punish me. Also, lead Andrew, it's been 2 months already. Are there any signs of that Ether core? I can understand why the association hasn't told anyone about this. It can't be about saving face, no?
Alright, check this out.
Hey, Jenna. A rolled up combat uniform lands on the table. We look up to see Jenna walking towards the control desk.
Captain, what's going on?
A weird yet familiar feeling pulls at my chest. I unfold the uniform. There lies a flat, round object I recognize.
It's a hurt knave's head.
Huh? Simone wrinkles her nose in disgust. Without missing a beat, she snatches a pen from Andrew's desk and uses it to push the head away. She ignores the look on his face. How could they just leave a head? Where's the protocol? Jenna finishes drinking her water and rolls open a package. She takes out a bread roll.
Because there was only the head.
Fuck.
It showed up on Faye Street without anything else. The protocore must still be in its body, but who knows where that is. So, already you can see something's not right here.
Shit. Everyone casts their gaze on me. I slowly nod. I can sense a protocurve. It's similar to the one I brought back from the no-hunt zone number 7 2 months ago. But there's more to it. Is it related to the Ether core?
Yes. We've detected a large beta protocurve on this head.
Oh god.
That's a new fancy term. Captain, what's a beta protocurve?
Jenna takes a moment to gather herself. She stands up and the control desk flickers a couple of times. A holographic 3D map is projected from it.
Remember that incident last month? It occurred on the 8th at 9 a.m. Lincoln Bridge's main pier disappeared from the river for 20 minutes. And on the 14th at 3 a.m., rainbow mists appeared in Goldwood City. Specifically, they materialized in 6 districts within 4 seconds of one another.
Huh?
And on
What?
the 29th, an incident occurred at 4:30 p.m. An ice cream parlor in the Ring Imperial Center was flipped, and customers on the top floor were trapped in the first floor's freezer. The Wanderers behind these have one thing in common. The protocurve produced by their protocores are capable of distorting space itself.
Oh, criminy.
We're calling this unique protocurve a beta protocurve for now.
Shit.
I won't get into the details of the analysis. However, after comparing it with the protocurve produced from the Deepspace tunnel region that's in the N109 zone, our current findings reveal that
Jenna leans forward. She grips the control desk to emphasize her words.
an ether core is involved.
Oh dear.
Based on our observations of these Wanderers, the Intel Department and Advanced Tech Labs predict we'll observe more beta protocurves in the future.
Okay, so what's the solution?
That's where new ether cores might appear.
On the map with Lincoln City at its center, points of interest start appearing. There are potential locations, and they're everywhere, some even thousands of kilometers away from the city.
Everyone, it's getting dark. Night will fall, and we all know the big guys lurking in Lincoln's shadows are about to make their move.
I don't like where this is going. Captain Jenna revealed a lot of info today. There's another ether core aside from the one in my heart and the one in Silas's eye. But it could be in any of those locations, and this ether core might be incomplete, similar to how the one in my heart was at first. It'll take some time to find that ether core.
Our mission goes beyond just collecting ether cores. We also need to investigate the shady organizations that covet them for their own goals. They're essentially a ticking time bomb.
Silas.
We'll split up for now, but try not to alert the enemy. We don't want to make things worse. Hey, I don't know what you went through in the N109 zone, but
Let me think. What did we go through in the M109 zone? We were kidnapped by Silas, essentially. Forced to try and resonate with him for 3 days. We hated him. He tried to alter our linkage, which thankfully the man stepped in and intervened. We also recovered an ether core. We met Luke and Kieran. We met Mephisto. Like, honestly, we had the time of our lives there. And we nearly got laid by Silas. Unfortunately, that did not happen, though.
this operation is a marathon, not a sprint. Don't be a hero every 5 seconds. Patience is key.
Oh mate, if I have to wait for if I have to wait until next year for Silas for like a Silas kiss card, I'm gonna be fuming. After spitting out my toothpaste, I put down my toothbrush and stare at my reflection in the bathroom mirror. I unearthed some interesting info in the association's archives today. There are also a few loose ends from my time in the M109 zone that need to be addressed. I should first deal with what I can right now, so I wonder if we're going to see Silas any more in the story now, because we've kind of gone off the grid with him a bit, huh? What's this? Guys, what is happening? Oh. The sound of footsteps reverberates, a hollow echo upon the marble floor. Looking up, Zayne once again sees that familiar silhouette of the girl. In the quiet hospital corridor, its walls greyish-blue and dimly lit by incandescent lights, only the girl stands bright and resolute. God. Yearning to call her out, yet incapable of making a sound, he has no choice but to quicken his pace. He runs after her. Yet at that moment, terrifying black crystals erupt from the surrounding walls.
No. Stop.
Uh-oh. Without warning, the entire place distorts. Those sharp spikes hurtle towards the girl's throat. Panicking, she turns to face him. As their eyes meet, her lips quiver in despair, softly whispering broken, desperate sounds. Zayne. Zayne! Zayne? Zayne! Inside Axo's rehabilitation center, Zayne suddenly opens his eyes. He's in a sleeping pod, and his unfocused gaze slowly adjusts. Did you have another nightmare?
Yes.
Rubbing his temples, he sits up. In his eyes is a reflection of my concerned expression.
Don't worry. lying down in a large box with eyes staring at me. If I could sleep well with that happening, then you'd actually have something to worry about.
Oh no, he's traumatized. He's adorable and traumatized. Hey, I care about you, and what else am I supposed to do? Someone hasn't gotten a good night's sleep ever since he returned from Mount Infernal. He also keeps using nightmares as an excuse. After returning from Mount Infernal 2 months ago, Zayne's health hasn't been good. It's gone to the point where he can't sleep at all. However, he doesn't talk about what happened in the Arctic. This reoccurring nightmare is the only thing he willingly shared with me. We still have a business trip next week. At this rate, the doctor might end up collapsing before his patients.
Even if I collapse, there will always be another doctor to take over. No matter what.
Shushed. You're too pretty. I pressed my finger against his lips as a warning. No matter how many doctors there are, they're for other people. My doctor is right here in front of me.
All right. I'll be careful and stay alive.
I'm scared about him, people. I am genuinely beginning to worry. Don't let my worries be a burden on you. I think you started having nightmares after I gave you that crystal fragment from the M109 zone. Zayne takes his coat from the coat rack beside the wall. Together, we enter the corridor.
They aren't connected, so don't overthink it. It's just a coincidence.
How do we know that, though?
Speaking of which, there's been progress with the analysis of that crystal.
Oh? Is it related to Protocore syndrome?
At the moment, I've developed a hypothesis based on the data. I'll share the details with you once there are conclusive results.
Telling me! Stepping into the elevator, I press the button for the ground floor. Zayne's reflection appeared on the closed doors, the dark circles under his eyes underlining a deeper weariness. Take your time. You should deal with your insomnia first.
Since I can't sleep, I might as well be productive with my time.
Oh my god, I want to shake him. Ugh! So it's not that doctors can't treat themselves. They don't actually want to be treated. I ordered some milk for you. It'll be delivered to your place and should help you sleep. Also, the hypnotic music.
Are you referring to the lullaby playlist? Did you forget how old I am?
No! I'm just trying to help as a normal hunter. You don't have to listen to me, Dr. Zayne. Listen to me. Honestly, I have also got really bad insomnia. There are some nights where I go to bed and I'm just conked the fuck out. And then the next day, I'll go to bed and I won't be able to fall asleep. That's one of the reasons I stay up so late, is because I stay up until my husband gets home, because I feel so safe when I'm in his arms that I'm actually able to fall asleep.
Since I am your one and only doctor, I should listen to you.
Yes, you should. We step out of the elevator and my watch begins to ring. Someone's calling me. I gesture to Zayne and then move to the side to answer it. Captain Jenna?
Hey, are you available right now? We've detected beta protocurve activity in a certain location.
After a brief explanation, Captain Jenna quickly ends the call. Ow.
Why are you frowning? Did something happen?
My mission got an update. I need to check in with Captain Jenna, so I might not be able to have dinner with you. Just as I'm about to sprint into the hospital's main entrance, a pair of hands land on my shoulders and steers me in a different direction.
Don't run just yet.
Oh? Hi.
I'll drive you there.
What, with your insomnia? I really wanted to give him a head pet then. Is that really bad? This is different. So are we saying Zayne's POV? Upon arriving at the association, I find Alpha Team's office engulfed in silence. Only Jenna stands before the control desk. Her gaze is fixed on a few zoomed-in photos that are being projected.
Perfect timing. Let's look at these together.
She waves her hand and the photos are pushed towards me. As I approach to get a closer look, it becomes evident that a distant figure appears in every picture. The figure is also marked with conspicuous colours, which show traces of a beta protocurve. All of them are from the same Wanderer.
Yes, including this morning. Andrew has found its traces 5 times. Beta protocurve activity was detected in every instance.
Uh-oh. That means it's related to an ether core.
It could very well be carrying one, or an ether core fragment.
Another screen comes into view, showcasing an array of data and information, and positioned at the center is a blurred image of a wanderer.
This wanderer can move by distorting space, and we haven't captured a complete image of it yet. However, the Intel department made a discovery. In areas where it did appear, many patients with protocore syndrome have fallen into a coma.
Oh my
Some
god.
even go into shock.
My gaze then falls onto the left side of the screen. The text reads, location, Chancia City.
I'll be heading to Chancia City next week. There are a few patients with a severe case of protocore syndrome, so they require Oxo Hospital's assistance for their treatment.
Oh no. Those patients, as they mentioned, might actually be victims of this wanderer.
Right now, we suspect there's a connection between these two incidents. We could start looking into those patients. And it just so happens that Oxo Hospital will send a medical team to Chancia City next week.
Captain, I would like to make a request. Let me join the medical team as a hunter escort to investigate the wanderer.
Your request has been approved. Our Chancia branch has also started its own operation. Your mission is to confirm whether or not there are signs of an ether core. You can contact us anytime if you need help. We'll be there to offer whatever assistance we can.
Understood. I'll be careful. Okay, so we're going with Zayne. Interesting. Well, I feel like we're about to get to trauma. Okay, phone, please. Thank you. As I leave the association, Zayne's figure appears in the distance. He's been patiently waiting by the road. Just as I'm about to walk over, a massive bouquet of white flowers suddenly bursts and...
Miss, I've heard so much about you. It's an honor to finally meet you in person.
Who the fuck are you? And you are?
I'm sorry. I almost forgot that this is our first meeting. But you should have already received my business card a few days ago, along with the flowers.
The man has a gentle gaze, as if to be friendly. He extends his other hand toward me.
I'm Carter, from Xander Sciences.
Carter? I recall seeing a business card that had mysteriously appeared on my desk not too long ago. It was accompanied by attention-grabbing deliveries as well. Oh, those were from you.
Thanks to your efforts in apprehending those protocore merchants, Xander Sciences was able to recover a valuable batch of protocores.
Yeah, I wonder how Silas feels about this whole thing.
Many patients were saved as a result. Naturally, I wanted to express my gratitude. I wonder if you'll do me the honor of having dinner with me, miss?
This guy has got no fucking chance!
She already has plans for tonight.
Oh, Zayne is getting protective! Hand pushes away the bouquet. Zayne then pulls me to his side and he moves to stand between me and Carter. Upon seeing Zayne's face, Carter's expression noticeably darkens.
What a coincidence, Zayne. It's been such a long time since we last saw each other. Why don't the three of us have dinner together? My treat.
Oh my god, this guy is so desperate. My gaze quickly shifts from Carter's smile to Zayne's indifferent eyes. I sort of understand what's going on. I'm sorry, Mr. Carter. The association strictly prohibits hunters from accepting dinner invitations for work purposes.
Let's go.
Just as I'm about to turn around, the bouquet blocks my path again.
Miss, I understand there are rules about not having dinner, but the flowers didn't do anything wrong, right?
Before I have the opportunity to decline, Zayne swiftly takes the white roses. He glances at them, and with a blank expression, he gives the roses back to Carter.
They're much appreciated. Unfortunately, there's no room for them in my car.
Miss Hunter?
With Zayne holding my arm, I leave. Carter persistently follows us.
Actually, I'm here to give you a reminder. The outside world isn't as safe as Lincoln. Be careful when you're traveling.
Huh. Zayne actually got jealous. Oh, he protect, but he also attack. Ooh, we like a protective man.
Seatbelt.
Yes, Daddy. He's turning into a daddy contender quite quickly, isn't he? Zayne turns the steering wheel and the car joins the stream of onflowing traffic. That guy seems to know you pretty well. Are you acquainted with him? And Xander Sciences. I feel like I've heard that name from somewhere before. Oh yeah, Raymond.
Your colleague praised you, saying there are things only the two of you can do. I'm very curious now. Xander Sciences will provide you with the best staff, the best lab, and even the best treatment.
I completely forgot about that. The person Raymond mentioned when we were at his place. That's Carter, right?
We studied under the same professor. That's it. The paths we're walking are completely different.
Huh. You two aren't quite like-minded from what I can tell. I also feel like he's a bit crazy. He is crazy.
Oh?
What's so funny? You know he always attaches a card to the bouquets he sends. It keeps asking me to be his patient. To think some people want to steal a patient from a doctor. He needs more help than I do. And him being weird, well, let me put it this way, it's not inexplicable.
Indeed. What you've said is correct. He's crazy.
Oh, I like it when he says that.
But when he told you to be careful while traveling, I doubt that was a simple, friendly reminder.
Just as I'm about to tell Zayne about my trip, I think twice. I shake my head and smile. Maybe Carter was annoyed by how we were ignoring him. That's why he tried to scare us. Zayne glances at me, a hint of amusement in his eyes. He doesn't say anything else about the topic. 3 days later at Lincoln Airport. Oh god. In the bustling airport lounge, Grayson is stunned. Several seconds pass before he finally blinks.
So, you're our hunter escort this time?
Yes! Pleased with Grayson's reaction, I can't help but imagine what expression Zayne will have when he sees me later. I move closer to him and shake my plane ticket at him. What's that expression? Do you feel relieved? Or are you even more anxious?
Do you want to know the truth?
Yes. While Grayson's tone sounds like Carter's, a subtle tinge of concern appears on his expression.
They say the hospitals are doing an academic exchange. But in reality, we're going there to help them. Why else would they send such a large team? Or even request a hunter escort for that matter?
Ow, my foot. Having Zayne fly all the way there, the situation must be pretty bad.
Actually, the main problem is with one of the patients.
Grayson lowers his voice and leans in closer.
His biopsy results show that the crystals in his heart have a certain shape and structure that's different from the ones you'd see with protocore syndrome. Also, when he was admitted to the hospital, he caused a metaflux burst.
Oh. As if worried I wouldn't believe him, Grayson takes out his phone and shows me a video.
My friend who works at Chancha Hospital sent me this. All the flux stabilizers in the ER went down. It was a mess.
In the video, the sound of an alarm fills the air and the light flickers uncontrollably. Despite the shaky and blurred footage, the chaotic nature of the scene is unmistakable. An abnormal heart, a sudden burst of metaflux. A picture starts to form in my mind, something strangely familiar.
Thankfully, no wanderers showed up. But it's strange considering how high the fluctuation index was.
The fluctuation index only tells us the chances of a wanderer appearing. It's not guaranteed. But given the nature of the energy fluctuation, it's weird not a single wanderer appeared. I watched the video again to search for anything I might have missed. Is the metaflux a result of the patient being exposed to that wanderer and the beta protocurve? Grayson, do you mind showing me the other documents related to this?
Sure. What would you like to see?
You shouldn't make assumptions when things are still uncertain.
Hello! As Grayson and I lean in, a hand suddenly appears between us. Grayson is slightly nudged to the side.
Dr. Zayne.
In one smooth motion, the hand takes the phone, turns off the screen, and then places it back in Grayson's hand.
Shansha Hospital was built a long time ago. It's not uncommon for their flux stabilizers to experience malfunctions. As for the patient's biopsy results, they need to be further analyzed along with other reports. It's too early to jump to any conclusions.
I lock eyes with Zayne. He stands before me with one large hand. One large hand? Where did I add large in there? Oh god. He stands before me with one hand resting on the handle of his suitcase. Good morning, Dr. Zayne. I hold up a paper bag. Do you want a black tea cake or egg sandwich? You can only choose one.
I'll have the cake.
That's my boy.
Did you arrive at the airport early to buy breakfast?
When did I ever say that? I retrieve my suitcase from behind a chair and proudly present my ID as a hunter escort to Zayne. Surprise!
Mm-hmm.
Hello, cat. Contrary to my expectations, I see no traces of astonishment in Zayne's expression. Instead, he calmly hands me a hot latte.
Have you ever thought about who approved and signed your escort application and ID request?
Oh, so the fact that he gave us a latte, that's my favorite coffee. He is husband material. Also, I need my cat. What are you doing? I have cats. He's getting so big now. Why do they always grow up? Hi, buddy. Look at him. I'm sorry, I gotta quickly change the screen here. Look! Look at the baby. He's 6 months old now. He is so floppy and he's fluffy and he's getting his winter coat now. Because it's getting cold in the UK now. Oh. This is my baby. Well, mother baby is coming back from work as we speak, so... Okay, let me quickly go and sort him out and then I'll be right back. Because he's probably... What's the time? Oh shit, it's 10 o'clock. Yeah, he wants his dinner. Bear with me. Okay, now that the cat's and the beast's hunger has been sated, let's continue. Oh god. The flight takes several hours. Eventually, the plane lands at Chancellor Airport. Boarding the shuttles sent by Charles's hospital, the medical team immediately heads to their destination. The chief of surgery, his hair already starting to grey, exchanges pleasantries with Zayne before quickly delving into a conversation about the patient.
They're on ECMO. After the open heart surgery, adhesions began to develop.
Oh god.
And this morning, we saw the crystals spreading. They're very close to the lungs now.
Oh.
Then we'll have to perform surgery as soon as possible.
Zayne quickly flips through English, is not my first language. Zayne quickly flips through the patient's medical record while putting marks on the paper.
Crystal extraction is already a complex procedure. Those adhesions, we're worried the patient won't be in a stable condition while under anesthesia.
This is our only option. We must perform the surgery. Let's reassess the patient's health and proceed once his physical condition allows it.
I don't know, I'm feeling uneasy about this. A few hours later, the surgical lights are turned on in the operating room. The rhythmic sounds of medical equipment reverberate. Led by Zayne, a team of medical staff focuses on the surgery at hand. The observation room is filled with people, and their gaze are fixed on a large screen. On it, a pair of hands uses a scalpel to meticulously remove tiny crystals.
Clear the view.
After ensuring there were no unusual activity, I make my way back to the glass.
Dr. Zayne is brave for taking on such a risky case.
Captain Willow?
We meet again.
During my previous visit to Chancia City, we worked together. After exchanging formalities, she shows me the updated data. In a matter of seconds, the record of a wanderer's recent activity appears on my watch's built-in 3D map. I managed to traverse the entire city in 5 minutes. I've never seen a wanderer move that fast before. Captain Jenna said though there's no clear of the wanderer yet. Do you have any new leads?
We did some comparisons. Aside from the protocurves not aligning, the wanderer closely resembles Mist.
But if you look at all the data, the traits that this wanderer exhibits are different from the myths I've seen.
Yeah. I don't know what got into it, and how it managed to hide so well.
Perhaps the ether core made it mutate or something? Suddenly, discussion erupts next to us. It draws my and Willow's attention to the screen. A scale-like tiny crystal is slowly being peeled away from the edge of a blood vessel.
Surgeons have some steady hands, huh?
That crystal is exactly like the ones on the monsters in the M109 zone. Zayne must have noticed it too. Regaining my composure, I immediately look at him. Under the surgical cap, his eyes remain calm and focused. He continues with the procedure until the crystal is placed onto a surgical tray.
Does it look all right on the ultrasound? Yes, it came up. Any bleeding? No. Let's wrap it up.
Applause erupts throughout the observation room and relief washes over me. However, I feel a strange, unusual tremor in my chest. Something is rapidly expanding. Metaflux. The alarm from the flux stabilizers resounds throughout the entire operating room. Captain Willow and I exchange a look and immediately get to work. She starts evacuating the spectators while I run to the intercom. Zayne, a wonder is about to appear. You need to move.
Dr. Zayne, the patient's blood pressure is dropping. Increase the adrenaline to 0.1 micrograms.
The alarm becomes louder. I immediately pull out my gun and aim at the area where the energy fluctuation has peaked. The faint energy fluctuation dissipates, yet the tremors I feel in my chest show no signs of subsiding. Zayne, you need to leave or else it'll be too late.
The patient's vitals are unstable. Moving them is infeasible right now.
Through the glass, Zayne looks up at me, his gaze calm as ever.
Can you suppress the accumulating metaflux with your evil?
I meet Zayne's gaze that carries a subtle attempt to comfort me. My attention turns to Grayson and the others who are visibly worried. They wait for my response. I'll do my best.
Give me 5 minutes. Let's continue.
Oh god, I would not be able to do a surgery in that sort of circumstances. Jesus fucking Christ. I feel stressed and I'm not even there. Bloody hell. Oh my god, this game. Using my evo and the flux stabilizers, I successfully buy the necessary time for Zayne to finish the structuring. When the surgery ends, the metaflux suddenly dissipates as if what happened earlier was an illusion. Other medical staff will handle the follow-up procedures. I change out my Suratal suit. Just as I'm catching my breath, Zayne pulls me into the lounge where no one's around. Hi.
Give me your left hand. I'll do a quick evil examination.
Oh, he still cares about us, huh? Zayne sets down a metal tray, picks up a cotton ball soaked in medicine and begins to disinfect my hand. I'm fine. I might have overdone it, but my use of my evil is better than before.
While that is how you feel, I suggest waiting for the results and listening to what your primary care physician has to say. Also,
a cool sensation emanates from the palm of my hand as he holds my fingers. He applies patches to each one.
you should be well aware that the metaflux earlier wasn't something an ordinary wanderer could generate.
Yeah, you knew since the beginning.
Don't tell me you actually believed I thought you were a hunter escort whose sole purpose is to protect us.
Of course, you and Dr. Noah have known about the existence of ether cores for a while now. Straightening my posture, I start thinking. You noticed it during the surgery, right? That crystal was very similar to the sample I gave you. I'm almost 100% sure the wanderer that attacked this patient is related to the ether core. It's possible the ether core made those monsters in the M109 zone transform into their current state.
Not necessarily.
The examination machine beeps. Zayne observes the fluctuating numbers displayed on the screen as he continues to speak.
The ether core shouldn't be what's causing the mutations. Your heart's integration with one is a perfect example. Given the extent of the mutation you've described, I'm more inclined to believe that.
Believe what?
Someone attempted to be smart, but ended up failing in the process.
A failed experiment. Are you saying someone is responsible for the appearance of those monsters and this patient's condition?
I'm merely speculating. Don't forget, in this world, many forces covet the ether core. You haven't met all of them yet.
You're right.
All is well.
The machine beeps, which indicates the end of the examination. Zayne carefully removes the patches from my hand and puts them away. In the quiet room, the second hand of the wall clock moves quietly, plucking the faint light enveloping us. I can't help but yawn. I told you I was fine. If I have to say there's a problem, then now I'm feeling a little tired.
Watching a surgery must have been boring.
Not at all. It was actually my first time seeing you perform surgery. You looked cool. Taking a paper bag from the table, he said, English. Why is English such a hard language? Taking a paper bag from the table, he settles on one side of the... He says couch, but that's American, so I'm going to say sofa, like the normie Brit I am. He grabs a sandwich and pulls it apart with his clean hands.
The hospital cafeteria is closed. We'll have to make do with what's available to us.
God damn it. While the chaos has subsided, the persistent scent of disinfectant lingers in my nostrils. While my body is tired, my mind is still excited. I decided to direct my excess energy to the surgeon himself. Weren't you listening to me before? Someone said he'll learn to accept compliments from others. Oh, you're so cute!
I accept your compliment.
Yay! You're so cute! Stop being cute! God damn it. The sandwich bread is already flat and no longer looks appetizing. With the finesse of a seasoned chef, Zayne lifts the bread and removes the greasy bacon. He then proceeds to discard the wilted lettuce, leaving only the ham slices, red cabbage, and shredded pork that have withstood the test of time. Today will be very memorable for me. Not only did I see you perform surgery for the first time, but I also had the privilege of observing a sandwich undergo surgery.
I've just removed the parts that experienced excessive nutrient loss and would have impacted digestion.
Or in other words, you got rid of the shit stuff. Is nutrition one of the things you research? Is there anything Dr. Zayne can't master?
I have to admit that when it comes to accepting compliments, I'm not very good in front of you.
Oh! Why just in front of me?
There's a chance for you to teach me in person.
Okay. Hold on. Why are you saying you struggle to take compliments from us? Or like in front of us? What have we done? What did we do? Looking at me with a meaningful expression, Zayne places the surgery-affected sandwich into my hand. He then pulls out his phone. You are too cute. It's illegal. Baffled, I lean in and watch as Zayne taps on the message notification. He opens up a new medical team group chat which was created earlier today. Grayson has shared a group photo there where the medical staff, their smiles tinged with weariness, hold glasses vessels that are visibly cracked. Were these? Cracked by the energy I couldn't contain when I lost my target?
You overdid it, yes.
My bad.
But the medical staff said you're the most surprising hunter they've ever seen.
They don't need to go that far. Embarrassed, I sheepishly laugh. I quickly shift my attention to eliminating the sandwich. Before Zayne can speak, his phone abruptly starts ringing. Oh god. I don't like this.
Hello?
Upon hearing the voice on the other end, Zayne freezes. Surprise appears on his face.
The patient woke up?
Oh my god, is the patient okay? Oh, that changes things. That changes things a lot, actually. You know what? I am going to be an absolute bitch. I need to go and start prepping dinner for my husband, so I'm going to leave today's episode here. Don't worry, though. We will be carrying on with this very, very soon. I'm going to try and get the next episode out for next week, because I've got a few memories I need to record as well. I'm trying to not rush through the story too much until I kind of catch up. Obviously, we played through the new memory. I'm yet to do the event, and I still need to do the reaction to Xavier's birthday, so please remind me to do that. I might go back and watch Zayne's birthday as well, because I missed that too, if I remember correctly. So, let me know. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys. Bye!